I think we have a project here. I wonder what it is. Let's find out. It's a swimming pool. Yeah, good job. Waste not, want not. That'll make a nice bag. All right. That's the canopy that's going to go on there. It's they don't have an LS color. This is a New Holland color. This should be the bracket. I have to say, as far as shipping goes, these were the most pristine boxes I have ever received through a freight company. Okay, so this looks like powder coat. I'll read the instructions, lay it out, and get back to you. Okay, hello. I've unpacked it. I have to tell you, I'm very impressed with the way it was packed. They actually took the time to take cardboard and put between these posts, so no scratches. And it appears like everything is here. What we have here is a nice set of directions. Also the directions on how to put the free sunscreen on. It's just bungee cords. But list of the parts. Tells you need a drill, some wrenches, a level, tape measure, got everything right there. So the next step is to assemble the canopy mounting brackets. And what's very interesting is they sent directions specific to my model. So I have a LS XJ2025H, and they're giving me a good point to start from. So let me get this together and I'll come back to you. Step 1, assembling the canopy mount brackets. Install end cap plugs. They're already in for me. These are in nice shape. Into the ends of the tubes. Align the bracket A. On the holes on the square tubing B. Using bolt C. Assemble per diagram 1, creating canopy mounting brackets. Okay, so let's do that. We have to put a bolt into the washer and the nut. Okay, same thing again. Now there's a little bit of slop in these bolt holes. I guess that's to give you a little bit of adjustment. So I'm just going to bring it up snug. I'm not going to tighten them. Okay, last step, we bolted these together. Next step is step 2. And it gets quite complicated and quite frankly I don't understand. But it has to do with whether you mount these brackets with the tubes facing out or in. And they give you some dimensions. Right here. Let's see, right here. But it's the same for both sides. For tubes in and tubes out. So I made an executive decision. I'm going to assume that I have a small tractor and the width is narrow and the cab is quite wide. So I want these tubes to be on the outside of the roll bar protection so that it provides strength to the outside edge. So the next step is to take this and bolt it to that. Now, very nicely, they provided a diagram specific to my tractor, which is an LS XJ2025H. And I'm thinking about getting a bigger one now. And they want from this dimension right here to the top of the tape that I put on the roll bar, 31 inches. So that's going to give us a rough measurement, and we're going to bolt that up right now. And all I did here is I wedged it so that I can get the bolt on, the nut on. There we go. There we go. Again, all I did was just tilt it and wedge the bolt in place, and I can put the nuts on. Now, I know I've read they want this to be level, and I've actually got the tractor up on ramp so the tractor is sitting level, and we're just going to roughly put this where it wants to be. Okay. Well, all right, I'll come back and even those up. $43.5. Okay, step 3. Tubes should be raised and lowered per the tractor enclosure. They gave me this diagram, which I've showed to you. So what I've done is I've played around with it a little bit. Things are still loose, they're not tight yet, so I can make an adjustment here. I got a level sitting on top of this thing, and that's level, and I know that that's the 31 inches they wanted, and this is now 64 to the top of the tube, and they wanted 64 to the top of the tube. Oh my gosh, it worked. So I'm going to tighten this one, and I'm going to check the other one. I still got these bolts a little loose, so I got a little adjustment there, but now we'll get these things adjusted evenly. And we'll take this down so we don't hit my head. Let's see. Any gaps? We got a gap here, so let's... No gaps there. Okay. All right. I think this is the moment everybody's waiting for. Let's put that thing on top and see what it looks like. All right, it fits pretty good. I originally wanted the fiberglass, but he says this is more durable, so that's what we got. So what they want me to do is to line this and drill some holes, so I think I'm going to do that. I'll get back to you. Hello again. Step 4B, place canopy onto the tubes. Measure the back of the canopy to the back of the roll-over protection system on both sides and make sure it is centered side to side as seen in diagram 6. Here's diagram 6, right there. What I've done is I've marked all 4 corners very carefully to where I want that to be. I did that with each corner of the frame, and the last one you're not going to see because it's in back of that. And now what I'm going to do is drill a hole. Yes, I'm going to drill a hole through this plastic. All right, 1 hole. They want you to take this bolt and washer and bushing and use that. Come down through the hole, through the bushing, and then through here. Now we're going to do the rest of the corners, and as I do each one, it'll get easier and easier. Okay, my conclusions. I like it. Lots of room. They say there's a canopy that goes with this kit. I'm going to check into it for winter because I use this for snow blowing. There is a sunscreen that goes on the back here. I'm not going to put that on just yet because I want to get familiar with this before I do anything about obscuring my view, but it just goes on with bungee cord, so it shouldn't be a thing. I'm impressed with the kit. The only thing I would have done a little different, I think, is these bars, I would have made them just a touch heavier. I mean, they're pretty stout, but I know when this thing starts, it shakes like mad. Let's see what happens. That's not bad. It really isn't. Okay, I'm pretty impressed. Takes a lot to impress me. I'm not going to take the name off the back. The only thing I would have done a little different is I would have made these a little heavier. This tractor tends to vibrate a lot, and I think I'm a little afraid they're going to vibrate a little bit. I'm thinking I'm going to put work lights here, one here, and one here, LED down. Put them here so that if I get the canopy that goes over the top for the winter, then it won't be obstructed. I'm going to do the same thing in the back here for the lights back there. And I have already gotten the switches that fit the dash. I just can't find them. So that's the end of this project. I think it's good value for the dollar. Thank you for watching.